Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are reviewing the brand new Fenty Beauty Bright Fix Eye Brightener Concealer. So I was super excited when I saw that this came out because just like the description of it sounded so amazing to me. Like I feel like this sounded like the perfect like casual makeup day kind of concealer, like not looking too heavy, not feeling too heavy, all that good stuff. So obviously I had to grab it and review it and do a first impression for you guys. So that's exactly what we're doing for today. Before we start to get into all of that, please make sure to give this a big thumbs up for me and subscribe to my channel if you love anything that has to do with makeup, makeup reviews, self-tanner, all that fun stuff. Then you have to subscribe. But if you want to see my review and first impression of the Fenty Beauty Concealer, then stay tuned for the rest of the video. I'm super excited to just get into this and try it. I've already applied just some previous steps to my makeup. Like I did my primer, I did a tinted moisturizer because since this is a more kind of light coverage, natural kind of concealer, I did a tinted moisturizer instead of like a little bit more of a full coverage foundation. So I did tinted moisturizer, I did a little cream bronzer, and then I did a cream blush, and I just put some brows on. So next step is going to be to do this. Basically, before I start applying it, I want to read kind of the description for you guys, let you know the cost, all that fun stuff, and then we're gonna start applying on camera, and then I'll give you guys a little bit more of an idea of what I think of it. So I have it pulled up on the Sephora app because I bought it at Sephora. It goes for $25, which I think is pretty great pricing for a concealer that you can buy at Sephora. Because I feel like they're all typically in like the 30s range, somewhere there. So this is just a little bit lower. So it was a pretty nice price if you ask me. And I got mine in the shade 7 Deep Butter. It sounds like it would be a little bit too dark for me, but when I was looking at them at Sephora, a lot of them run really light, I would say. And it probably has to do with the fact that they are supposed to be like brightening concealers, but I didn't want it to be too light to where I look like a ghost under my eyes. And then as far as the description goes, it just says, an under-eye brightener that hydrates, brightens, and conceals with sheer to buildable coverage, delivering a no makeup effect and long-wear formula. The coverage is light, the finish is neutral, formulation obviously is liquid, and of course it's vegan, gluten-free, cruelty-free, which we love. And then it says the Bright Fix Eye Brightener Concealer has a serum-like texture that instantly brightens and blurs with a crease, humidity, and sweat-resistant formula. It contains jojoba oil to help condition delicate under-eye skin, while the Hydra Blend complexion, full of hydrating ingredients, helps attract and hold moisture to the skin. It just sounds like it would be the perfect concealer for a kind of lighter makeup kind of day, like when you're trying to have a no makeup kind of day. So that description just like completely sold me on it. Like I was super excited to try it. So I want to open this up. I already love the packaging. Like I love that this isn't like a little glass kind of compartment. Like this would be super travel friendly, and I feel like this kind of came just in time for the summer because in the summer months, you want to go a little bit more natural, especially during the day, especially if you're doing something like a beach day or if you're on vacation, something like that. Perfect for travel and would be perfect for a kind of like no makeup kind of beach day on a vacation. So love that. But this is what the applicator looks like, and I love this. Like I feel like it's really cute and really unique looking. So I really love that about it. And I'm just gonna squeeze some on the back of my hand and just kind of blend to show you guys what it looks like there before we actually start applying. So I'm gonna squeeze some. Oop, that was a lot. So just be careful with how much you squeeze. A lot comes out at the same time, so just be careful. But here is what this looks like. And just blending this in, it feels super creamy. And I feel like this color for me is gonna be really good because it's definitely lighter than what I have going on right now, but it's not too light, you know? Like I don't think I'm gonna look like a ghost with this, so I love that. And I would say the coverage is pretty good. Like, I'm not a big fan of like crazy full coverage concealers. Like, I know a lot of people are obsessed with Tarte Shape Tape, but that is not for me. Like, I'm more of a kind of lighter to medium coverage concealer kind of person. So I feel like this is gonna be right up my alley. And just like touching on the back of my hand, it doesn't feel like sticky or anything. Like, I feel like it dried pretty quick. We're gonna start applying and then I'll get into more details. And now we're just gonna blend. I was not expecting it to be this bright, by the way. Like, this actually shocked me. I thought it was gonna be a lot more watery and like less pigment, but I'm really surprised at how much pigment there is on this. So let's just see how it blends. All right, so I just applied. I did obviously my under eyes. I did a little bit on the tip of my nose and then the bridge. I did a little bit on my chin and then some just like right here in my forehead. And I definitely feel like it brightened everything up. Like, I feel like my under eyes just look a lot brighter. And the first thing I noticed as soon as I blended this out was the fact that it did not crease. So that's like typically my biggest issue with concealers, is a lot of times they'll crease and it just makes me look a little bit older when that happens because it looks a little bit wrinkly and you can kind of tell that you packed on the concealer, you know? But with this, I feel like it just made, especially my under eyes, just look really bright and hydrated. Even with the rest of the places that I applied to, like my chin, my forehead. Like, my forehead also tends to get a little tiny bit creasy when I apply concealer, but this time it looks really, really nice. And even though it says it's light coverage, I feel like it definitely brightened up my eyes and it gave coverage, because I'm somebody that definitely gets dark circles. I just naturally have dark circles under my eyes. And this, I feel like, really helped cover it up, because the tinted moisturizer that I used is not like a fuller coverage by any means. It's also a pretty sheer coverage. So I feel like this actually did a really, really good job of covering up what I needed it to, yet still being light coverage and hydrating and just nice overall. So with that being said, so far I really, really like it, but I'm gonna apply the rest of my makeup. I'll probably just set where I applied concealer just to see what it does when you set it. And then I'll just like finish off my makeup look and I'll come back to give you guys my final thoughts. So give me 1 second and I will be right back. All right guys, I've applied the rest of my makeup that I wanted to. I tried to keep this as simple as possible because this is kind of what I would typically do on just like a quick no makeup kind of day, where I still want to look cute, but I don't want it to look like I'm like packing on the makeup like a full glam. So I am obsessed with how this concealer turned out, and I'm actually really shocked because I had a feeling that I was going to like it, but I didn't know that it was going to be this good as far as like creasing goes and just making my under eyes look hydrated. Like, of course, everywhere else on my face it looks good too, but my under eyes are what's really, really catching my attention right now. And even after applying a setting powder, which sometimes, as you guys know, can kind of make your under eyes look a tiny bit more creasy. So this is just literally giving me life, you guys. Like, I'm really shocked at how good this is. I just love everything about it. Like, the way it made my makeup look. I think this is going to be the perfect no makeup kind of concealer. And the consistency of it is just so good. Like, it gives you such a good amount of pigment, and it really does have the consistency of a serum. Like, it doesn't feel like a thick concealer at all. It blended so easily too. Like, I was really surprised at how quick everything blended out. Like, it literally just took a few taps everywhere and it was blended. So super just easy, really seamless, really foolproof. And it looks stunning. Like, And I feel like this shade was really perfect for me. So if you have a similar complexion to mine, definitely go for Deep Butter 7. This was definitely the perfect match for my skin, but just everything about this, like I said, the color, the consistency, the way it blended out, the way it works with a powder, the way it blends with other creams, just everything about it. Like, it literally managed to be a sheer concealer without being sheer, if that makes sense. Like, it was a sheer feeling and looking concealer while still covering up my dark circles and giving me the coverage I needed, but looking like I have nothing under my eyes. Like, I feel like this looks like my under eyes just look this perfect, and I am here for it all day, every day. Like, I'm calling it right now. I feel like this is going to be my new Hot Girl Summer concealer because it's giving me everything I want and need, and I feel like I'm gonna be reaching for this a lot more than I do my other concealers. I'm just saying that flat out right now because just off of a first impression, it's wowing me beyond what I imagined it would. This is a huge, huge, huge yes from me. You have to get this. It's so good. So definitely recommend, but that is all I have for today's video. I know this was a little quick one, but I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to comment down below. Let me know what you think of how the concealer turned out on my makeup, my natural no makeup look. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you've tried it, and just say hello, because as usual, I just love talking to you guys. So comment. Make sure to give this a big thumbs up for me if you haven't already, and please subscribe to my channel. Like I said, if you love anything that has to do with makeup or tanning, this is the channel for you. So subscribe, stay tuned, and I will see you guys in the next video.